Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being on. Happy to be here. Who all's busy, working on end of the month follow-ups, contacts, everything you can do. Push it in this last week and finish strong. And so I'm happy to have all of you. And Wendy Navarro is going to help me today. Actually, I'm going to help her today. I'm going to help Wendy today. So I'm just going to back up everything. So anyway, she's got some awesome information. And so she's going to give us some tips and some tricks, information this morning, and I'm going to help her. And so let's all listen to Wendy. Thank you, Wendy, for being on with us today.
You're welcome. Okay, so I know everybody's pushing, and we're getting close. And I really feel like even with my team, I can't stress it enough. I'm sure you guys have already done your birthdays. If you haven't, go ahead and start working on those while we're talking. And hopefully you've gotten back to everybody that messaged you in the middle of the night. Because I will say this, when people are ready to buy, they don't want to wait. So try to get to those people right away. A lot of, weight loss, I think, is an impulse buy sometimes. It's an emotional purchase. So you want to get to them when they're ready to purchase. You don't want them to have to wait. Think about yourself. Like, it's something that you really want. You don't want to wait. You want to go ahead and purchase it. So you don't want to lose them to Amazon. Okay, so what I've been talking to my team about, and I'm sure a lot of you already, I see some great leaders on here too right now, and they use this too, but I don't think people are using stories enough. And I know a lot of us veterans that have been around a while, we know all about Facebook algorithms, and, you need to like things and comment on their wall and all of that. But I'm going to tell you guys, this is a shortcut. It really is a shortcut. I've seen it. I've tested it myself. And your stories, you need to put some thought into it. You want to make sure it's positive, unless it's something to do with your life. Like I did, I posted my kid's sick. I put him up on there. That was strategic too, because I've been a little distracted with him. I'm working as hard as I can, but everybody needs to know, hey, my son's sick. Don't be mad at me. And it was our second trip to the doctor in 7 days. But you can share your life on there. People want to know you're a real person. They're also going to connect to you that way. But your stories, I want you guys to really think them out. And I don't see her on here, but Paige is awesome at stories. You need to make sure that you're following some other people just so you get ideas, because everybody gets burned out on ideas, you guys. Like I look at other people for ideas. I have other leaders. We're in a chat. We help each other out all the time. So just make sure you're looking other places for other ideas, and you really plan out your stories, because what you do is you kind of put a whole storyline in, and I do typically 3 to 4. I know other people do like 10. So you can really do whatever you'd like, but you want to set it up so that it goes in order and that it really piques their interest. So what I want you guys to do today is think about a couple things. I've gotten a lot of response with the patches, and I've also gotten, well, let me back up. So what I was saying to you guys about using your stories, I see people that I have not seen in years. I'm seeing their wall on my feed, like years. And I go through the feed and I'm seeing their names. I mean, I'm talking like late 2016, 17, like I don't even know who these people are. And it's all from my stories. I haven't done anything else differently than my stories. So today is going to be stories. Please use your stories. It will pay off. We have so much content right now, but try to make it flow so that they can follow what you're talking about. So like I did one for our Vibrant patches. It got a lot of attention. So if you guys have a Vibrant patch or a product that you're really hip on right now that you want to use, I want you guys to think about how you can post to your stories with that product right now. But before you post it, I want you to go through and find other photos to back it up. So if it's the combo and you have before and after pictures, and when you're doing each picture, I have an iPhone. So I don't know, I think it's different on Androids, and somebody else can speak up. But make sure you're putting something on your story that pops. Use a GIF. Take time, point an arrow to what you want them to pay attention to, because people are doing this all day, just like we are. They're scrolling fast. You're going to lose them. So just make sure that you guys are making it stand out. And at the very end, I want you guys to use a poll. So there is a poll option on there. And when you put the poll on it, I don't want you guys to give them as a no as a response on there. So like I did when we did the Vibrant Patches, I've been using that a lot as the sample pack. And at the end of it, I put sign me up right now, more information. So they've got to pick one or the other, or yes or heck yes, something like that, where you know, you're going to get their information and people are going to vote. And you'll find people voting on that you haven't talked to in a long time. And then you reach out to them and say, hey, I have some more information for you on the Vibrant, you know, why are you inquiring? Are you suffering with pain? Or get them to communicate with you. Okay, and that's going to open the door for you, but they will start seeing all of your posts. If you start using your stories, you're going to see a lot more activity. So I don't see if she's on here. No, I don't see her. But so if everybody will go right now, go to your wall. If you can't think of a post you want to do right now with stories, just write all this down. Plan it out for later, but go find a positive quote to post on there. You can still add a GIF on it. Do something on your story. I want you guys to go ahead and do that and just put done in the comments when you're done. But I would encourage you every day to take about 10 to 15 minutes to plan out your story for the next day. And I promise you'll start seeing results. People will start commenting, but make it interactive for them some too. So I do a lot of polls. I really like the poll option. It gives me a lot of feedback and a chance it's an excuse for you to reach out to people. So think of it that way. I'll reach out cold turkey. I don't care. But a lot of people that, you know, it took me a while to get there, but a lot of people won't. And this will give you the avenue to reach out and feel comfortable doing so. They voted, they asked for more information, or they said they want to order now. So utilize that. So you guys let me know when you're done. I'm going to go do mine. Does anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask away if you do.
Wendy, I had to answer someone at the door. So when you're talking about stories, you said you out. So tell me
you're breaking up really bad. Poor Darla, her Wi-Fi out there's terrible. You're frozen. You're frozen. Okay, when she comes back. Okay, maybe we lost her. She probably dropped off. Well, if she drops off, we're gonna be in trouble. Hopefully she made me a host as well. I think it'll be fun. Hopefully by the time the power hour is over, some of you guys will have some responses and you'll be able to share with us what you got on your stories. Always try to keep it positive though. I'm scrolling and I just saw somebody put like their parent looks like they're on their deathbed. That's not what you want to put on your story. It's terrible and sad, but that's not the place you want to advertise or you want to put that up. Like one I did the other day was, what are you grateful for today? And I was grateful because I have a career where I can stay at home with my son, still earn an income, but I'm there for him when he needs me because he has been sick since last Wednesday. So he's in the other room right now and I'm still able to do my job and impact lives. So I put that and then I put it in, you know, what are you grateful for? And people were just responding with that. So it doesn't always have to be work. You just want it to be interactive. Oh, she's back. You may unmute you. How do I unmute you?
I got it.
There you go. Okay.
Hi, y'all. This is all the joys of living in the country.
What were you asking, Darla? I didn't hear your question.
So you said that you plan your stories. So and then I had to answer the door. I'm sorry. So what did you say? What are the steps for planning?
So what I said is, you know, look at if you need ideas for creativity, look at other people so that you know what to do. But the ones that I've had the most success with is I always use a poll option at the end. I always use GIFs to get their attention because people are fast scrollers and, you know, it takes a lot to grab their attention. And I make sure that there's a flow to it. So for instance, I did Vibrant Patches and I started with, you know, do you suffer from blah, 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 the benefits of it, a little bit of information about it, and then me with the patch on, and put a poll, you know, more order now or more information. And I put that we have sample packs now. So for sale. Yeah. And the people were like messages, and then I was able to message, and I sent out a lot of links with that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions? Oh, done. Can stories be done from a computer too? Yes. Yes, they can. Oh, thanks, Peggy. Peggy answered. I feel like it's just easier on my phone. So, and Darla and I are part of the 2 Phone Club. She started it. She was the originator. Hey, it's a write-off, everybody. You can write it off on your taxes. It does work.
It does.
It's a lot easier than carrying around this thing all the time. Okay, so it looks like we have 1 done. Anybody else? Even if you guys just post a quote right now with a GIF, or, you know, just something to get your stories up. And then I really want you guys to spend time today planning one out. And I would love to hear, any of you guys can message me. If you have results, I'd love to hear from you. So I'm going to finish mine. Do you need to post in that order, or do they see the last thing posted first? Okay, this is so funny, Amy, because I had the same question when I first started. There is an app. I'm sorry, I'm going to back up. Terry, there is an app for Androids where you can post, you can use that for GIFs to post on your stories. Does anybody know what that is? I could not remember it off the top of my head. Amy, do you need to post? No. Okay, so this was the same thing I asked in the very beginning. I was like, because I'm not very technically savvy. So, and it goes from the order that you start. So if you, the first one you post, it goes from that one to the next one, to the next one, to the last one. So it goes in the order that you post them. Great question. I had the same one. Ooh, Holly's does great with, and actually Holly's a good example of people doing videos in their stories. I would tell you to keep it short, because you'll lose them if you keep it too long. I've seen some long ones and I just keep on trucking. I'm sure everybody else is kind of the same way. So try to keep them short and extremely entertaining. But Holly does great videos. Cindy, I don't think she's on here. She does some hilarious videos, but they've all, and it's, you know, you have to step out of your comfort zone, guys. Just try it. You can always delete it if you don't like it. If you're like, oh my gosh, this is horrible, delete it, do another one. But trust me, people will relate better to you anyway if you mess up. Yep, it gets better the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, the more it's gonna, you know, you'll be better at it. Just like with anything else. Like how you learned how to ride a bike, same thing, how we learned how to walk. I mean, I'm sure everybody fell on their face a lot. It's the same concept with everything else in life, but you'll get better at it. And you're probably better than 80% of the other people on Facebook. They don't know how bad you are. Only you're your worst critic.
One thing I've noticed is lately, instead of scrolling down the news feed, I catch myself scrolling through stories.
Yep.
So if I'm doing that, I know that other people are on Facebook are doing that also. And I also do that on Instagram. You know, I'll go look for a story, someone go through the stories before I scroll. So I know that this works with getting people's attention if they're doing like I am, and I'm sure they are.
I love the stories. It's the first thing they see, guys, up top. So it's the first thing they're going to go to. If you're a mom, feature your kids. If you have a dog, you'd love to feature your dogs, your cats. I mean, Paige is going to be like, you talk about me all the time. Paige has a cat that can swim. I don't think, is Paige on here? She's not on.
Cats
She,
don't eat like water.
legit, this cat can swim. Like, no joke. And she lives in Florida too, north of me. But she puts a video, I mean, you put a video of somebody's cat swimming, they're going to watch you all day long. Like, so even something funny you can put on there. Yes. I don't know if you just jumped on, Rachel, but yes. So when you go through stories, it's like an algorithm thing, and then you post yours. I haven't seen that, but I've heard that. I do know that I'm seeing people that I don't normally see, and I see them on my feed. So I know it definitely works regardless. And if you're scrolling first, I mean, why not try it? Where did stories on my iPhone go? Okay, so you might have had an update to Facebook. And it's funny, I have two phones, and they're in two different places, and they're the same phone. So I don't understand. But here's my one profile. It's right there, add to story. You can also go to your Messenger, and there's a plus sign that says add to story. You see it, Angela? Okay, so while you guys are finishing up your stories, I don't see any more questions. I wanted to share something with you guys. So I know that we lead with our product a lot, you guys, when we talk about opportunities for people. And if they're having great results, hopefully when someone messages you and they're having great results, please talk to them about sharing the business with their friends. They're probably already sharing it, but they, you know, especially with the new enhancements coming up, they're going to make even more money selling and representing for True. But those people you should definitely be talking to about the business. But this morning, I want you guys to think about when people message you and they say, you know, like I had a customer and she's going through hard times and she has to help her family out. And I just threw it out to her because I felt obligated to offer it. Not because I'm worried I'm losing a person, you guys, because I'll recruit all day long. That's not, but because I felt like I owed it to her to help her, you know, like to show her maybe another way, even if she quit taking it. But if it could provide a way for her to provide for her family, I want you guys to realize there are probably millions of people out there that need extra income. And many of them are just one paycheck away from devastation. I mean, literally. So make sure you're sharing what our products, I mean, yes, what they can do, but also what they can do to help their family for them to be, you know, to be okay. And she was like, thank you so much. I set up a call with her, and I'm hoping, you know, that I'm going to be able to help her learn the business so that she can help her family more than anything else. So just make sure you're sharing this with people. You don't know what people are going through on a daily basis, but everybody's going through something, and money is typically one of the main things that people struggle with. So the economy right now is ripe for it. Make sure that you're sharing. People are looking for another way to make an income. This is so easy. It's never been easier. They can do it from their house, from their computer, with very little startup. Most of them are already associates anyway, because I know there's a lot of recruiters on here that only sign up associates. So make sure you're talking to them about the business. And here's the great part, you guys. The worst thing they can say is no. I mean, you know, what are they going to yell at you for offering them a solution? Like, oh, I can't believe you offered this to me. You know, put it in a way that sounds like you, but that's caring, like, hey, I know that, you know, the holidays are coming up. This should be your green dot. I know the holidays are coming up, and I don't know if you realize it, but you could actually make an income with True just by sharing your experiences with other people and your friends and family. Would you be interested in making $100 to $500 extra a month? And if you would, great. I would love to help you. If not, no worries. I just wanted to offer it to you. And you would be shocked the response that you get. So just know that, like, I've, you know, and it's not even that like I feel great because I offered it to her. I felt obligated to make sure that I helped her in some way. So, you know, you never know what somebody's going through. So true. I was unemployed and on food stamps when I first started. Alicia. Yeah. I mean, you have no idea what their story is, but wouldn't it be great if you could help them? And then, you know, you help them to their next step in life. So make sure that I would utilize that for your green dots today. Part of your green dots, at least for 15 minutes. And I think you'll be shocked how many people respond. I do this in green dots, and if the worst thing they're going to say is no, just move on. Who cares? Go to the next person. Just thank them. Thank you so much. If you ever change your mind, I'm here to help. Move on. All right, everybody has their stories done. I have an iPhone and I still see my stories. Try restoring. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to keep on trucking, I think. If anybody has any more questions about stories, just pop it in the chat or unmute yourself and we would love to help you. So now you guys know, if you've been on Power Hour with me before, and I think it was at the end of the month before too, but I love to use reports. So I want you guys to all log into your back office. Corporate is great. They provide some amazing reports for us that can help us manage our business. And if you're not utilizing them, you should be. And right now, Darla, can you get into your back office? See if my reports will pull up. Mine is blank. Uh-oh.
I logged in earlier.
Let me see if it'll work from my phone. They're probably running. Oh, no, they're not.
In.
You can't get in?
No.
Can anybody get in? Back office is down.
I just got in.
Oh, good. Woo! They must have been uploading something or doing something. Yeah, yay! Oh, to go back to stories, you guys, make sure you're utilizing the graphics they're releasing right now, and even the little video clips, like the one for the new pumpkin bar. I use that. Go to the True Vision page on Facebook. They have great graphics already that they post. Use those in your stories as well. And you can add a GIF or add writing on it or add a poll. So I just thought of that, but there's a lot to choose from between Vibrant, Harmony, and the new bar launching. That's extra to add on to what we do daily with the combo and before and afters. Because remember, you kind of want people, you're going to have customers that don't even realize we offer that, even though they're in your group, even though they may not be seeing your posts. So make sure you're putting other products that we have that are phenomenal that could help them in your stories. Okay, I got in. Yay. Okay, so I'm just going to use my phone. So first, what I want you guys to go through is your retail report. I found 4 the other day in my timeline that should have been upgraded to associates because they upgraded in the back office and it's not picking them up. So you need to make sure you're checking your retail report. Let me click on it now. And you guys are all very lucky. Not that I'm like, woe is me, we didn't have this, but Darla and I didn't have a 3-star and up to call to get us to help us with any of this stuff. You guys do. I think probably everybody in this call does. But if you find one in your back office on your retail report that was $159 or more, please send that to your closest 3-star so that they can get that upgraded to an associate. So you really want to be checking this report every day. Here it is. Okay, couldn't find it. I might or might not need glasses, and I might or might not be in denial. So I want you guys to go through your retail report, see if you see anybody that's over that threshold. And then also I want to make sure that anybody that has ordered retail from you, that you're following up. Oh, Alicia, I don't know, maybe refresh because I got in. Is anybody else able to get in? Christina got in. Okay. Make sure you're following up with them to talk to them about the monthly combo. I mean, guys, it doesn't get any better than this. There's no membership fees. Right. Let me say it again. There's no membership fees. It's huge. I mean, we've had that since the beginning of time with the company. So make sure you're reaching out to them, follow up with them. How are you doing? Do you have more energy, less appetite? Are you getting your water in? There's so many ways for you to get in with them. They are your customer. They bought a sample pack. Follow up with them and make sure you're saying, hey, you know, whatever you're going to recommend to them after you've asked the questions you need to ask, make the recommendation. There's no fee. It's so easy right now to just get somebody at least on a monthly combo. But if you start them on a sample pack, you've made $15 from your sample pack. Then you're going to sign them up on the combo. You're going to make additional fast start bonus on the combo too. So if you're not starting with sample packs, and I recruit a lot of people straight into monthly, but I've gone back to how I used to start with sample packs.
Right, me too.
And it gives them, you know, there's a couple of things that happen with this, you guys. There's a psychological thing that happens because when you're starting, I still make them a monthly recommendation so that they see what I'm going to recommend, but I start them with the sample pack. And people will actually say, well, should I just start with the monthly? And I said, why don't you start with a sample pack so that you can see how you feel in the product and you feel confident ordering that monthly package. So it's almost like it's a psychological thing for them too, because they're like, wow, she's not trying to sell me the bigger package. You know, that there's a trust factor that happens when you do that. So I would definitely encourage you all to start, do whatever your upline says, but I think you'll find that it works really well and your customers will appreciate it. But you got to follow up. If you don't follow up with them, you're not going to sell them a monthly combo.
Follow up is very, very important.
Darla is great at follow up. She's amazing at it. You are.
I do fall short sometimes, but I just like my customers to feel like that they're very important to me. And so I check up on them to make sure they know that I'm here. If they have any questions, anything, I want them to know my name. You know, I want them to recognize me as the True Vision lady. So I do my follow-ups religiously.
And guys, she's very organized. She's way more organized than I am. I will admit I'm not organized, but even if you're not organized, you can still follow up. I mean, I carry a notebook with me. I have a couple of those little notebooks. They're all from either Focus or a True Vision meeting. So keep your notebooks when you go to meetings. But I use green dots a lot, you guys. You will notice, depending on what time of the day it is, different people are on at different times of the day. So like last night at midnight, I went through like 20 current customers. And one of them, she's not getting the results she wants. I mean, let's face it, the combo is great, the True Control, True Fix combo, but it doesn't work for everybody. And she's been on it a certain amount of time. And I've been holding her hand the whole way. So when I messaged her last night, she still isn't. She's like ready to give up. So I switched her to, I talked to her about the True Control with Dynamine. I've seen it, and I've seen it several times with people. They don't get results on the True Control, but I switch them to Dynamine and boom, it works for them. So if you're talking to them and you're following up, you're going to find that. Otherwise, you're just going to lose these people and just having to keep replace the same people over and over and over. So use your green dots for that. It's so easy. Yep, follow up is key, Mackenzie said. Absolutely. All right, so has everybody gone through their retail report? You guys messaging those people? Can anybody get in? Can you see your report? No, Angela, you can't?
I can't.
Okay. All right. I can get in, but my report is spinning. Maybe let me try to pull a smaller report. I'm pulling one for all my levels. Okay, so just write down retail report, you guys, and make sure that you check that today. It literally will take you 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you're just doing your level. Yeah, I'm getting an error message. I'm going to send my ESR a message. Okay, so the next one you guys will go through, hopefully, once. Are you talking, Darla? Oh, she's sending a message. The next one I want you guys to go through is ordered last month, not this month. So if you can follow up with those people. to see what's going on. Now, this is why you don't like the kits with the sample packs for 9 weeks, because they're not ordering from you again. But if they aren't one of those people, make sure that you're following up with them. First report, Kathy, was the retail report. If anything is over $159, see, they can upgrade right now in the back office, you guys, and it's not showing, it's not instantly making them an associate. So you should be checking. Corporate is going through them, but they're going to miss some. So make sure you're checking that retail report every day so that you don't miss a potential associate. Next month, they're going to instantly become, if they sign up, one, but you should still be checking it, because computers aren't perfect. People aren't perfect, and computers aren't perfect. They can miss it. So just try to manage your business. Otherwise, you're throwing money out the door. Nobody wants that. Okay, I'm back to blank again.
I am too.
Shoot. Amy's stuck in the last report. Okay, so I want you to pull up that report in your PV report. What's that PV report called, Darla? I'm pulling a blank. Hold on. Yeah, I can't remember it. But the people that show up that only have a certain amount of PV, is it the PV report?
What?
Is it the PV report? No, it's like a low.
Semi-active?
Yeah, semi-active report. Thank you. So semi-active report, pull that up, because you can follow up with those people and talk to them about the new bars. Talk to them about the patch ups. They may not know. I cannot tell you how many people don't even know we have stuff. So just make sure, I would use that report to follow up with people and hopefully upgrade them to 75 plus PV.
If you're using the report that I use, it shows all the orders that come through your account. You'll see when every order that comes through every day, and you can check and see, you know, if it's a retail order, it'll show you that, and then you can contact them and get them upgraded.
All right, so that one, and who ordered the pumpkin bars? I just found out mine are getting delivered on Friday. I can't wait. I am a s'more.
They taste. I don't care for pumpkin, but I heard they taste a lot like apple because of the cinnamon. So just let me know what you think. Has anyone else tried them yet?
I'm hoping they taste like, I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't like the texture of it. Ugh. But I love like pumpkin bread, like the pumpkin.
Hey, it's
bread.
Elisa, and I've tried them, and they're pretty good.
Do they taste like apple?
There's definitely a hint of apple.
See, I love apple, so I might like them.
Yeah, there's like a hint of apple to me.
Can you taste the pumpkin, or is it more cinnamon?
I mean, there's a little bit of pumpkin, but I think it's more like cinnamon-y personally. But
okay.
That's just me. They're good.
I cannot wait. I did ask them, I said, are you guys going to maybe do like a protein bite or something smaller? Because not all of us are like, my name is Scott. I need 260 calories in a bar. So they said, yeah, they're working on something smaller too. So I'm excited about that. More stuff coming down the pike. Okay, so any other reports you can think of, Darla? Those are my go-to reports.
Just the inactive and the 0 PV. This month, active last month, yeah, that one, and the semi-active. I use that and try to get them on up to 75 PV. And then I use the report that I named so much is the orders that you have come through every day. So yes. That report to me, I mean, I just use it every single day. I keep my computer on that, open to that.
Do you have that graphic of how to make that report maybe? And you can put it in there?
I do. Let me see if I can log in with this. Tracy, would you happen to have it? I don't know if she would have it. I'm on my computer. Just a minute, let me get on my phone.
What exactly do you say to your level 2s and 3s to check in on them? I don't have very many associates that actually work their biz, and I want to reach out to them. Okay, so if Alicia, do you mean like their direct level is not a seller? So like their level, your level 1, which they're your level 2. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Like I have quite a few level 2s and 3s, but I only have 1 or 2 associates that sell sometimes. They're not really like into it. So there's quite a few like level 2s and 3s that have been ordering consistently, every month. So I kind of just want to reach out to them, see how the results are. Like I don't even know these people. So
what I would do if I were you is I would, and any other leader, feel free to jump in, but I would talk to their level 1 and just say, hey, do you mind? I know that you're not actively selling a lot, but it's kind of a win-win for you. Do you mind if I reach down to help them out to see if they would be interested, or, to help coach them? Would that be okay with you? And most of them are going to say yes, because basically, I wouldn't go too deep because then you're doing work for a lot of people. But if, I would definitely ask them, what if they say no, but they aren't working? I don't care. I wouldn't listen. Somebody just said, I would reach down. If they say no, I don't know, Lisa, what you think of that, but.
Stacy has the picture. Will you please post it, Stacy?
Yeah, I would definitely still reach out, but I would give them the opportunity to say yes, and the fact that you did reach out and you did the professional thing and asked. And if they say, well, no, I would really prefer you didn't do that. And I would say to them actually something along the lines of, well, why would you say that? What would the negative be to you? How would it negatively impact you? See what they have to say, because they're not going to have anything to say. Oh, you're stepping on my ego. I mean, like, what are they going to say?
I have a question though. Like, how would I reach out to them? Because when I try to find them on Facebook, not everyone responds to me because they don't know me or they're not checking in their messenger. And it's harder when it's like your level 2s and your level 3s. It's hard to get the information in the back office to reach out to them. And I have a lot of them that have fallen off and nobody's working their business, or they went to another business. So I'm just trying to get my people back, but I don't know them either. So I just didn't know how to reach out to them the best way.
So are you, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
If I have someone in my immediate downline, like my level 1s or 2s that have fallen off and they're not helping their customers, I contact those customers and I just tell them, I'm Wendy's downline, and I'm here if you have any questions, helping you, whatever. I build a relationship with them too. I'm not trying to take Wendy's business, but I'm helping the customers that she's not helping. There's nothing wrong with that. So, and what I do, I do is, like, if I'm not friends with these people, and I'm not with a lot of them, but if they're on Facebook and most of the time I'll look in my customer group to see if they're in there first. Because if they're like my level 1 or 2 or under them, they're probably going to be in my customer group. Okay. And then I just send them a message on Facebook and introduce myself and tell them, I make sure I tell them that I'm their upline's upline. I make sure I put that in there, just reaching out to you. So that's how I do that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Have you used the wave thing in the messenger?
Just so that we see it.
Use the wave, because for some reason they get a notification on that. I don't know why. So wave at them first and then send them a message. And all of these guys on the side too are saying, you can text them if you can get their phone number from the back office. I would text them. I know you might feel a little stalkery, like you're like, ugh, but you're not. Just say what Darla said. It's like, or you could even say, I'm just trying to check in with you to make sure you're having great results. I'm so-and-so's upline. And, I just want to make sure you're happy with the products. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help,
I tried that, but for a long time, they limited the information if they weren't your level 1s.
I know.
I tried reaching out other ways than Facebook, but they blocked it unless, they didn't want you to keep going further up the tree.
Are you really active on Facebook as far as like stories and posting, and you go through your friends list, like alphabetical order?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So another thing that you can do is in your group, do you have a customer group?
Yes.
Okay. Just post on there, question and answers. You know, I mean, you got to watch it, be careful, but at least then you can, you know, maybe get some interaction. But I'm telling you, if you start utilizing your stories, you're going to see everybody. I see people I don't even think I'm friends with. I don't even know how I'm seeing their stuff. So you just,
Hey, Wendy.
yeah.
The whole thing with the waving at people versus the words, it's because more people are going to get a little blurb on their phone that you want to talk to them. If you just wave at them and wait for their response, they're more likely to come ask you what you wanted and engage in conversation versus just the words coming across.
I agree. That's a great point. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I wave a lot. Cassie said if you post on someone's profile, you'll get notifications when people comment on the post. Yeah, so it's, you know, I know it's a lot of going back to basics, but I'll say this again, you guys, we didn't have any of this in the beginning. So it was strictly posting on Facebook. So we have all these other tools, but there are ways for you to get to them, and try not to get frustrated. You know, the people that leave, because I heard you say that people are leaving, you know, those people may come back. Don't burn a bridge. Just say, hey, I wish you the best. And I'm here if you ever need anything. I hope you have great success. But if you handle it that way, they'll probably come back to you. Probably will. And if they don't unfriend you, they're going to see what you're doing anyway. But yeah, definitely just ask for permission, and I would reach down. I would not wait.
Valera put an awesome post in our response message in the chat. Just changed up a little bit, but that is really, really good, Valera. Thank you for sharing.
I love that.
I do too.
Thanks, Valera. Perfect, perfect. So why don't you guys also put that on your list, you know, go through, and I would start messaging these people now. I mean, you still have plenty of time, because what is it? It's the 23rd. So we have 31 days in a month. I mean, you could definitely touch base with some of these people and get them back on board too. Some of them may not know we don't have a membership fee anymore. Some, you know, there's so many things that have changed. They may not know about the patch ups. What is green dots? Oh, sorry, iPhone 2 user. I don't know who that is. There's no name, but green dots. If you go to, I have an iPhone, but if you go into your messenger, you'll see who's live. I'm not sure what you have, iPhone 2, but on your messenger across the top, you'll see like a little green dot, even down your messages. That means they're online right now. So just, you can click on that. Like Stacy's online right now. She told me she can't get this to load. So I'm going to put, thank you very much.
If you want that report and you don't have it, if you'll message me, I can send it to you. And if I'm not friends with you, wave at me and let's see if but I'm checking my messages to see if anyone's trying to message me.
You know what? We could walk them. Oh, they can't do it. Gosh darn it.
I know. I just tried again. I couldn't get my reports to load.
Savannah said they're doing like an update, and she's going to see that Field can't get into the report. I'm like, we can't get into anything. And yeah, so Darla has this really cool graphic she put together how to create this report. And this is an awesome report to manage your business. So it's just like with anything else. If you don't budget, you're not going to save money. If you don't write down your budget, if you don't utilize these reports, you're not going to grow as fast. So make sure.
This report will let you know every order that comes through your downline. I have 16 levels now, and I see every order that comes through my downline every day. And so I pay attention mainly to mine, or if I have someone who is not working and they have people that order, then I message them also. But I do this every day, and then the first thing every morning, I go back and check that report just to make sure I didn't miss any orders from the day before. And every time I have a customer's order comes through, I contact that person, thank them for the order, check up with them again. So they know every month when they order, they're going to hear from me. But I mean, that's not the only time I check on during the month, but they know they're going to hear from me if they place an order. So it's just an awesome report.
And I've seen so many people ask her over and over for that report. A lot of people utilize it. Dragonfly, what report? She just asked what report. What did you name it? You just named it.
Let me see.
Today's
sales. Today's sales.
Yeah.
Because it's every order that comes through my account. that this day, and you just change the date every day. Just change it to the current date. And this is another thing, you can look back on any day that you need to go back. You can look back on that day and see, you know, find an order, look for an order, see who ordered whatever.
She said somebody said they just got into the back office. Let me see if I can pull up my reports. Because we can walk them through how to do that if you want, Darla.
Yeah.
I can't get in. What'd you guys talk about in Power Hour? How we can't get into the back office? What do you see? I don't see anything. I don't see anything either. Mine says create report. It's like all my reports disappeared. That will send you into a pure panic, but don't worry, they'll get it back up.
I can't get my reports to load.
I can't get mine either.
So
okay, so Darla can send you guys that graphic.
I'll be happy to. Just message me. And if you need help building it, I'll be happy to help you with that. It's very easy. If I can do it, if I can build a report, you can build a report.
Yeah, me too.
It has to be easy peasy for me to do it.
Otherwise, I'm calling my ESR. Yeah, she and I are frickin' frack when it comes to being technically challenged. Okay, so I can never. Okay, I don't use the back office to message a lot. I don't do it because for me, I don't look at that enough. I'm on Facebook so much, or I'm texting my clients that I'll miss one over there. Because I'll be honest, when I go into the back office, I'm clicking on the bell. I'm checking notifications, and sometimes I just forget to look at that. So I don't use that a lot to message people. I would rather just text them or message them online. And I know, so let me just say that since we can't do anything else, and we'll let you guys go, but so we have the new enhancements that are happening November 1st, which are going to be awesome. But I will tell you, just like if for some of you guys that have been here through all of our upgrades with our computer in the back office, if you are not writing down your customers every day, please start doing it now so that you can track it. So I just write down your customers, what they purchased, the date they signed up. Make sure you're tracking that so that you have that when everything switches over. Print your reports out. You can back it up, back up your information just so you have it. And then I would start tracking them manually. I'm a man. I like writing things down. But I would encourage you all to please, please, please do that before this update happens, because even though it's going to be great and all great intentions, you never know with software what's going to happen. So just start tracking it so you can make sure you get paid on all your hard work, right?
Right.
Nobody wants to do it for free.
I'm telling you. I'm sorry, Wendy.
Go ahead.
Well, I am like Wendy. I have to see it, and I have so many lists. If someone asks for my trial pack link, their name goes on my trial list. If they ask for my 30-day combo pack list, my name goes on. Their name goes on that list. If I'm tagged for them in my group, their name goes on that list. And at the end of the month, I use these lists to follow up, to check back, to say, especially if someone asks for my link and they don't place an order, then I contact them again. Hey, you need any help? Are you still interested? You need more information? But I contact them, and a lot of times, if they're like me, I get busy and someone sends me a message, and then someone else will send me a message, and I'll forget the last person that sent me a message. So that's why I have these lists. And I also keep a little memo pad in my purse. So when I'm out and about, I can still write their names down on my list. So if you're not making lists, especially of people that ask about the product and ask for your links, please do. Please start doing that. It will help you a lot, especially at the end of the month.
All right, does anybody have any more questions? I'm sorry we couldn't go through your reports today, but hopefully you wrote them down. And
I just made the report that Darla gave me, and it worked. So the reports are working now.
Oh, good.
On my end.
I still can't get in. Does anybody else have any more questions? How do I change the iPhone user? You have to do that through the Zoom app. So just download it and you can change that. Anybody else?
There'll be 3 little dots on your name at the right corner. Click on that and you can rename your account.
Cassandra, I recommend whatever you will use. If you will use an Excel spreadsheet, do that. Some people prefer that. If you'll use note cards, do that. Whatever you're actually going to physically use, I would do that. Little notebooks work out better for me. I tried a big binder, it didn't work. So just until you find a system that works for you, there's no wrong answer. So whatever's going to help you the most. Thanks, everybody. Go ahead, Darla.
Well, I just suggest that you don't try to overdo it, overthink it, because if you do, then you're not going to do it and you'll fall off. So try to get something that's simple and that doesn't take so much of your time. So like with me, I tried the binder and I love the sheets and the information, all that, but I was spending so much work filling out sheets and doing all that kind of stuff, trying to keep them in alphabetical order, move them to this day, all that. So I was spending too much time on that. So the Happy Planner is what I love for me, because I can slip my list in and out, move them from month to month, add new ones, take away, and all that. So that's what worked for me. But you find what works for you. Just don't overthink it and don't put too much into it so that you don't follow through with it.
Yeah, any action is better than no action, guys. So just try something and see if it works. You know, just do
That's
something.
Right.
And try it.
The Happy Planner, Walmart, Michael's, and Hobby Lobby all have it, and also you can buy it on Amazon. And this is another thing you can add. There's refills, so you can just add months. You can take away, and the pages are just pull in and put in, and they're all different shapes. It's fun, but it's also very, very useful
and easy.
Easy.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
I appreciate it.
Sorry about the back office snafus, but use those reports, close out your month strong. And I'd love to hear from you guys about your stories. So good luck with your stories.
Thanks, everyone. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.